Welcome jailbreakers. We finally have the PlayStation 4 jailbreak on this channel. As some of you know, your boy is the guy when it comes to jailbreak tutorials made simple, and this video is no exception. In this video, we will be learning how to jailbreak any PS4 console that is on 9.00 firmware or lower. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button for your boy, as this channel is now the official hub of jailbreaking content on YouTube, including a downgrading method for the PS4. Before we start, we will run through a list of the things you're going to need to be successful when jailbreaking the console. You'll need a laptop or PC, a good condition PlayStation 4 on 9.00 or under, a working USB, an internet connect, and finally, about 10 minutes of your time. To begin the tutorial, I will show those who have a firmware under 9.00, for example 8.90, how they can go about updating their firmware to 9.00 so that their console can be jailbroken. If you already have a console on 9.00 firmware, I have time-stamped this video so that you can skip to the next section. No more waffle, guys, let's get into the video. For those who need the correct firmware, head to the link in the description. This website will allow you to download the 9.00 official firmware that is required to jailbreak the system. Simply click download. Yes guys, it will take a little while, but once it's done you'll need to plug in a USB drive, then on the USB drive create a folder and name as PS4, then inside that folder create another and name it Update, then once that update download is done go ahead and drag it on to the USB, and then you can head back over to the console. From here, be sure to have the USB plugged in. Now go to your internet settings and be sure to turn off the internet. This will prevent Sony pushing you the newest update and your console will recognize the update that you have on the USB. Simply go to System Update, and do the update process as normal. I don't actually need to as I'm already on 9.00, so we're going to move on to the next step of this jailbreak, my boy. So at this point, your console should be on the 9.00 official firmware, and you should be ready to cook. Now, for the good part guys. First you'll need to head over to Google or the description of this video and download an application called Rufus. This app will allow you to reformat USB drives, as well as mount images to your USB. That is the process we need to do in order to move forward. So once you've got Rufus downloaded, have it open and ready to go on your desktop. Next, head to the description of this video again and download the link provided. It is the image file you'll need to mount on your USB in order to have a successful jailbreaking experience. Once the download is complete, go ahead and drag the image file onto your desktop. Now, plug in your USB. Next, on the Rufus app, be sure to select your USB in the little drop-down menu. It will probably select it automatically, but sometimes it doesn't. Now, press select on the Rufus app and you should be able to select the image file that you put on your desktop. Simply click the image file. Now, at the bottom, click Start. This will only take a short moment, and then you're good to go. You'll know it's all good because when you check your USB you shouldn't be able to see it listed. This means that the mount was successful. Now, you can unplug the USB and head back to the PS4, but be sure not to plug the USB back in just yet, we will do that later on. Now, back on the console. I will mention one more time, do not plug the USB in yet, as it will not work until the right time. Now, before you begin the jailbreak, you'll need to connect back to the internet. Simply go to Network Settings and select either Wi-Fi or Ethernet, it doesn't matter. Once you've put the passwords in and all that, select Do Not Specify. Then on the DNS settings, you'll need to enter the same numbers I do. I will put them on screen for you to copy. This is important because this will prevent you from logging into Sony servers, potentially preventing you from getting console banned. It also will allow you direct access to a goldhen loading page when you click on the user guide icon on the XMB. Once you've done this, go ahead and click Automatic for the rest of the things it asks and head back to the XMB. Now, from here, head to the internet browser. You'll need to clear all pages before continuing, including any saved pages you might have and any open pages. Be sure to have no tabs open. Also, be sure to clear your cookies. You can do this by pressing Start, go to Settings, then Clear Cookies. This is important because they can actually prevent the jailbreak and can actually ruin the console entirely. Now, once you've done this, head over to this site to complete your jailbreak. I will leave it in the description and also leave the link on screen for a second. I'm using the Caro page as I feel it's the most reliable and stable. Once you're on the Caro page, go ahead and click 9.00 gold in the bottom left corner. After this it should begin to load. It'll take a little while but allow it to do its thing. This just basically caches the website and prepares your console for the jailbreak. After it's complete, it should say reopen the page. Double tap circle to click out the internet browser. Now, click back on the internet browser, click back on 9.00 gold, and you're ready for the final step. Congrats guys, you've almost made it. Now, you have the option of 3 different types of goldhen versions. In my opinion, I recommend just going for the one in the middle, as I've never actually tested the other 2 myself and can't confirm if they are capped or not. Now, it should say the page is not responding. This is good. After you see this page, click circle, then you should see this message telling you to plug in your USB to complete the jailbreak. Now is the time to plug that pesky USB into your PS4. After about a second, it should say unsupported USB in the top left corner. After this message disappears, you need to press X, and bang, you've done it, my boy. You've officially jailbroken the console. Be sure to unplug the USB when it tells you to and you're golden. Literally golden. Goldhen on PS4 is an extremely powerful tool that will allow you to access the full potential of your PS4 console, such as being able to install Linux and play PC games. But before we end this tutorial, there is one more thing I highly recommend you do. First, go to hen settings, then click on server settings, then be sure to tick the FTP server box. This will allow you to proceed. Now, go back to the internet browser, make sure you're still on the Caro home page, click on 9.00 gold. From here, you should see an option saying Disable Updates. Click on this. This will prevent any future update ever being done on your console again, meaning Sony can't swoop in with a new update and completely ruin your whole day. It will essentially keep you on 9.00 firmware for the rest of time, or until you manually update the firmware yourself. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. So much more PS3 and PS4 jailbreak content is coming on this channel over the course of 2023. As I said at the start, this is the new hub on YouTube for all jailbreaking content. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. I'd be happy to help. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to show the love by liking, subscribing to your boy, and leave a comment if possible. Cheers guys and peace.